Cal Newport, A World Without Email, Find Focus and Transform the Way You Work Forever. From the NYT best-selling productivity expert. In the gripping book, A World Without Email, Cal Newport tackles the ubiquitous and disruptive presence of email in the modern workplace. He asserts that constant email correspondence hinders productivity while amplifying job dissatisfaction. Newport explains that the ever-flooded inboxes of knowledge workers are a result of the hyperactive hive mind, trapping individuals in a perpetually distracted state. Drawing from neuroscience, evolutionary psychology, and real-world anecdotes, this book summary sheds light on the impact of email on mental well-being, its inefficiencies as a communication tool, and identifies the challenges faced in reallocating focus. Furthermore, it presents practical solutions aimed at improving workflow, embracing effective processes, and ultimately cultivating a minimalist mindset.
The misery of email. Computer science professor Cal Newport argues that sifting through 126 emails per day impairs knowledge workers' ability to do their jobs and ultimately makes them miserable. Newport calls for a conscious shift towards a minimalist mindset instead of the hyperactive hive mind, drawing from neuroscience studies, evolutionary psychology, and real-world case studies. The dark side of email. Knowledge workers' productivity is reduced by the incessant flow of emails. Digital messages force them to maintain parallel tracks of attention, which results in fragmentation of the workday and ineffective multitasking. Scientists, writers, and programmers require deep focus, and switching between their tasks and digital messages is counterproductive. The prefrontal cortex can only focus on one task at a time, and frequently switching reduces performance. In his book, Newport highlights the negative impact of email on knowledge workers and suggests ways to overcome it. Prioritizing thoughtfulness in managerial communication. Administrative workers suffer the same mental fragmentation as knowledge workers. Newport emphasizes the need to prioritize thoughtfulness in managerial communication and not treat administrative support as a machine for email responses. By focusing on tactical, short-term behaviors, managers may neglect broader, goal-oriented behaviors. Therefore, we need to recognize the cognitive demands of administrative work and encourage professionals to communicate more thoughtfully. Email and unhappiness. Cal Newport argues that email leads to unhappiness and unhealthy practices. The constant need to stay connected leads to suboptimal health levels and low-grade anxiety. Newport suggests that happiness levels rise when there are regular intervals of disconnecting from email. Email triggers extreme anxiety, and people often cannot interpret tone or understand others' perspectives through email. Managers need to design workflows that reduce dependence on email to ensure overall happiness and productivity. Escaping the hyperactive hive mind. Email communications' effect on knowledge workers. In today's fast-paced world, where we can get quick responses to our emails and messages, we have become accustomed to communicating via email. However, this type of communication has led to behavioral norms, where prompt responses are expected, resulting in non-stop messaging. This phenomenon is due to our inherent desire to solve problems rapidly in small groups, similar to Paleolithic hunters chasing an elephant. We created these behaviors unintentionally, and this frenzy of messaging can often be counterproductive by generating dozens of messages that may never converge to a satisfactory conclusion. Business theorist Peter Drucker introduced the concept of knowledge work, where mental output is more critical than factory output. This work requires autonomy, and micromanaging knowledge workers on how they work can be detrimental. However, knowledge workers are prone to checking their email constantly, which hinders productivity. Organizations need to guide them towards more effective systems that improve focus. In conclusion, most organizations are stuck in the hyperactive hive mind workflow, which focuses on hastily compensating for worst excesses. Instead, organizations should implement new workflows that reduce overload by minimizing task switching and prioritizing focus and productivity. Boost performance with the process principle. In his book, Newport emphasizes the importance of well-designed production processes to improve worker performance and reduce unnecessary demands on their energy and focus. He suggests that clear, effective processes can improve the sense of mental peace and boost cognitive energy levels of teams. Even though brain-based work differs from physical work, coordination remains integral. Newport suggests dividing workflow processes into sequential phases, specifying the action steps, and setting up notification or signal systems to monitor outputs. Additionally, clear channels for information and resource delivery can be created to improve team coordination. Simplify your work life. In the book, Digital Minimalism, Cal Newport suggests that to stay productive and focused in an increasingly high-tech world, people should create new rules while remaining mindful of their potential costs. Newport recommends using automated tools, setting up pre-scheduled calls with clients, and holding short, more frequent status meetings to eliminate longer, more burdensome meetings and unnecessary emails. He also emphasizes the importance of reducing the number of tasks, embracing a minimalist mindset, and reducing time spent on activities that detract from focus to improve quality and productivity. Email addiction. Cal Newport, an expert on excelling in the digital age, argues that the prevalence of email in today's work environment is obsolete and addictive. Despite being perceived as a scold, Newport offers legitimate and practical solutions to curb email addiction. His message carries credibility due to his best-selling books, and he has found a vast audience for his anti-email stance. Other books addressing email reduction include Unsubscribe by Jocelyn K. Glay, Productivity Ninja by Graham Alcott, and Email Less Talk More by Martin Rolla.
Summarizing Cal Newport's thought-provoking book. This summary underscores the need to reclaim focus and transform the way we work by reframing our reliance on email. Newport emphasizes that inundated inboxes and fragmented attentions have dire consequences for productivity and mental health. He advocates for fostering a departure from that hyperactive hive mind gripping knowledge workers by implementing thoughtful workflows and processes. Utilizing automated tools, incorporating designated office hours for communication, and embracing a minimalist mindset, Newport contends that workers can equip themselves to step into a world with less email dependency. By presenting detailed strategies to combat email addiction, this book summary exemplifies Newport's passion for empowering individuals to redefine the way they work.